Hello guys, I'm Caitlin and you are on Just Your Average Dinoskinator's YouTube channel. So hello and welcome, you sexy little munchkins. I haven't uploaded in what feels like forever, but it's only been like 3 weeks because I've not uploaded since my 10 facts about me video. So yeah, this story is going to be quite entertaining for you because it's about a best friend who we're going to call Samantha and an ex who we're going to call Joseph and me. So yes, this will be fun. So, I started talking to this boy who we're going to call Joseph, and me and this boy, Joseph, get quite close. I go to town the next day and I see him in town, and then I talk to him later that night because we don't talk in town because I'm that type of person. I can talk to you all day on social media. As soon as it comes into seeing you in person, I will get really awkward. So, we don't really talk in town, we just smile at each other. Because that sounds a bit weird, but we just smile at each other and... Oh right, that was my little brother. And so we both talk and then we meet up the next day, etc, etc. That goes on for about 2 days. We talk and meet up. Now I can hear police sirens, gosh. Is it police sirens? Yeah, it's police sirens. So we start talking and then this boy comes, I meet him at a park. And that's where it started getting weird, is the fact that you're meeting in a park. And then, trying not to edit this video because I don't want to have to, so I'm going to have to avoid saying and so many times. It's going to be so hard. So, anyways, this boy and I meet up, and then the next day he comes around my house, and then when he goes home, I get a message from him, and it's like, will you be my girlfriend, and blah 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 blah. I know we've only met once or twice. And I was like, because I was single. I wasn't enjoying being single, not gonna lie. No one really does enjoy being single, but I was. And I was like, yeah. It was literally, that's literally what I sounded like as I typed it. I was like, am I gonna regret saying yeah? Am I gonna not regret saying yeah? Etc, etc. Anyways, me and this boy then meet up the next day and the next and the next and the next for about 4 months. Every day. Every day for 4 months. And this boy gets a bit controlling, not letting me talk to my friends, not letting me go out to meet them and everything. So this is where it starts getting really in-depth, where we're going to need this effect right now. And so this boy gets a bit controlling and a bit, do I want to be with you, do I not? And then, yeah, I started drifting away from him, and then because I hadn't seen him in like 2 weeks, I'd not seen him in person for 2 weeks, I was like, I don't know if I can trust you, because like you're not messaging me, you're not talking to me, are we even still going to be anything? Because this is a bit weird. You don't date someone but not talk to them, and what am I doing with my eyebrows right now? But yeah, this is like, I was like, this is a bit weird. This doesn't feel right. So I don't know if you get that, but you start falling out of love. So I started getting that feeling of falling out of love. So I was like, you know what, I still want to be friends, and I don't know why I said I still want to be friends, because that was where I messed up from that moment on. So I was like, you know what, I still want to be friends, but I don't want to be boyfriend and girlfriend because it doesn't feel right. It just didn't, because I wasn't allowed to talk to any of my other friends. I was kind of missing being single, because when you're single, you know, you like have so much free time to meet up with your friends and everything. So I was like, yeah, can we stop being a relationship? And he's like, yeah, and he was like, well, I love you and all this. And I was like, okay, but I just don't feel the same anymore. And this, bear in mind, this was when my nan was first going into hospital. And it was like, oh right. And then I started talking to this other guy like a week after. That makes me sound so horrible. Yeah, I know, and that is a regret. Not gonna lie, that is a regret, talking to someone a week after. You at least give it like 2 weeks or something. Not even that, depends how long you've been going out. But I was talking to this other guy, and then I met up with this other guy, but me and this other guy were just friends. So let's call this other guy Joe. So we've got Joe, Joseph and Samantha. Right, I start talking to Joe and me and Joe meet up. Oh no, that's not where it starts. No, I go and visit my nan in hospital, and later this night I get a message from this ex, Joseph, and he's like, oh, so you say you're done with the boys but yet you're in town holding hands with boys and snogging their faces off. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I'd been in hospital all day, and I was like, what do you mean? We're not even, me and you aren't anything anymore. I don't see why you're frustrated over it. This was a week after, and he's like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. And I was like, what? Well, we're not anything. And he's like, well, I still fucking love you, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I don't feel the same. You can't have a go at me saying that apparently I'm holding hands with boys in town when we're not in a relationship or anything, because that's a bit weird. So this is where I start thinking, why? I then start thinking to myself, what is hospital supposed to have been town now? Because that's a bit weird, don't you think? Anyways, so right, Samantha, she's not been part of this story, but I hang out with her every single day in school. This is where she starts getting involved in this story, is because me and her are talking, and she's like, oh, are you still with Max? And I was like, no. Are you still with Joseph? I mean, not Max. No, his name wasn't even Max. I thought that's what I called him. I thought that was what his fake name was, but it wasn't. Are you still with Joseph? And I was like, no, why? And she's like, oh, right, okay, just wondered. Bear in mind that Samantha had started messaging Joseph when we were in a relationship. Samantha was like, oh, hey, like with the, you know, the emojis that got like heart eyes, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's a bit weird. You don't message a best friend's boyfriend. And she's like, oh, I was just wondering, just curious. And then she posts a photo up on Facebook. She tags me in it. And she's like, I love my baby. And she's tagged him and she's tagged me. And I was like, which one of us is your baby, him or me? And I was like, and that's where it started getting weird and in depth. And she started being all protective over him and everything. Like, you could tell that she was, because she wouldn't shut up about him in school or nothing. And it's like, that's not the type of thing you do. And like, it was so obvious that she is in a relationship with him, and it was so annoying because it's just so weird. And that's kind of the end of the story. Oh, and then another thing that happened on the same date is another one of my friends, let's call her Chloe, and another one of my exes, let's call him Jack, got together as well. After Jack had already like emotionally broken me so many times, he goes and gets with one of my other best friends, and it's like, get with Caitlin's ex's day. So that happened. Anyway, that is the end of the story time, but I have a few questions that some of you have been asking me, but it's not too many, just a few. So I am going to read them to you and give you answers for them in now. So there was, who inspired me to do YouTube? That would be the Dare Sundays / Janoskians, however you want to name them, and Twin Talk Time. That was one of the questions. Another one was, who's my favourite Janoskian? And that is definitely James. And if you have any other questions, just leave them in the comments box below or wherever it is on your screen. I don't know. And don't forget to subscribe. I don't know where the box is. It's probably either there or there. I don't know. I'm useless at this. But if you have any questions, comment them down below and I will give you a shout out and answer... Shut up, phone. Answer your question next week. So yeah, I will talk to you. That sounds like a bit weird. I'll see you next week and thank you for watching. Bye!